Thanks for tuning in to Any Given Sunday Sports Special. You have two happy people here across the screen. We're back. We're gonna give you the recap of last week and give you guys our projections and what we think will happen for next week, and maybe talk a little bit more if we have some time about what we think about certain teams making moves. So we'll start it off with the worst game last week. Tampa's Empire, who made a couple of trades, actually one big trade with one team. They put up 135 points. They're 2-5. Zimmerman Illuminati, though, 114. And they're 1-6. One game away from elimination, from being out of discussion. My friend, what do you got to say about that?
Tampa's Empire, I don't know if the trade woke them up, something woke them up. 135 points. Holy cow.
Came out of nowhere.
This team may be on the rise. You may want to watch out. They may be on the rise.
I hope you're right, sir. Let's go to the next high one. And it came from another, two teams that were horrible. The New York Powers, 127 points versus my team Sucks, who puts up 105. They're both 2-5. New York Powers get their second win. What do you got to say about that, my friend?
I mean, is there a surprise, though, really, with the points? I don't think anybody should be surprised with the points. I think that's something that should have been happening. Yeah, that should have been happening early on. On Pops' side, Pops put up points. It's a shame the Arian Foster injury. That was brutal. But yeah, I mean, these two teams, to me, are have two of the best rosters in that division. They just have run into some tough luck. But you see the points. Yeah. The points are there. This is what should be happening.
This is what should be happening. Exactly. All right, we'll go into our next game. Two teams, a slightly punty vibe, putting up 86 points. They now get their fourth win. They're 4-3. On the other side, the Dominican Elites put up 74 points, a low-scoring game. They didn't win this one. They're now 4-3. What do you got to say about that?
They've lost two straight. They still haven't scored that 100. When are you going to finally, Steve, go and rip this team like I have? You've been very, very nice, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, what is it going to take for you to say, something?
This team
something. Maybe that'll come when we do our predictions.
Yeah, we'll save it for later.
Please.
Yeah, we'll save it for later.
Slightly punty vibe. Great job. Stephon Diggs, huge pickup. Steve, I was talking to Steve about this earlier today. That's a guy that I think is going to be very good for the rest of the season. This isn't a fluke. This kid's going to be good for the rest of the season. Also, a slightly punty vibe made some trades. I'm a little concerned about this team myself.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
All right. The next one we had two teams winning records. Dream Killers put up 81 points. It wasn't good enough. They fall to 5-2. Beats by Ray pick 6, 108. They go to 4-3. What do you got to say about that?
I'm getting a little concerned. I'm not fully concerned. I'm not sounding the alarm, but I am a little concerned about the Dream Killers going forward because I don't like what I'm seeing from Adrian Peterson. I don't like what I'm seeing from Julian Edelman recently. He seems a little injured. He doesn't seem right. And Delaney Walker isn't getting it done. I'm starting to see a little bit of cracks and holes in this team. I'm not putting the panic button yet because Adrian Peterson could go back to beat himself, and if he is, then this team is fine. I'm a little concerned. On the other side, Beats by Ray, great game. They finally showed they could score. I don't think it's going to be consistent enough, to be honest, going forward. But hey, a win is a win. They're over 500. I wish I was over 500.
All right. And then lastly, our game of the week. Jesus can suck it with Dom's team, keeping the name. He puts up 93 points. McPoon Handlers Goat Engines puts up 72. They get their first loss, 6-1. Dom D, 5-2. What do you got to say about this game?
Pop's record lives.
It lives
for another year.
It stays.
It lives for another year. On the other side, Dom, it was a win. A win is a win at the end of the day. He didn't drop 100 points. McPoon really didn't score. If Dom would have faced Shakir, Beats by Ray, My Team Sucks, he would have faced a couple of other teams. He would have lost. I can't say I'm impressed with the win because I'm really genuinely not. I'm concerned about. I've made it very clear. I'm concerned about Dom's team. I'm truly concerned about Dom's team. So yeah, take that for what you will.
All right, so we'll go into next week's real quickly. We'll start with the worst game. It's really 1-6. Zimmerman Illuminati, Shakir going into McPoon Handler Goat Engine 6-1. Really good team versus a team that's been facing a lot of injuries. Who do you have in this one and why?
I'm going to take McPoon just because I think on the other side there's a lot of injuries for Shakir's team, a lot of buys for Shakir's team. He should be getting Dez back, which is great, but it's just still not going to be enough. On the other side, I'm getting concerned with McPoon. Now Carlos Hyde is injured. Demaryius Thomas hasn't been himself. We all know he lost Jamal Charles.
Yep.
Drew Brees hasn't been himself.
Oh.
Devontae Freeman made sure that he's finally human. There's things happening here that have me a little concerned, but I will take McPoon this week.
I will also take McPoon. Our next game we have a bigger disparity here, not as much as the first one, but we have My Team Stinks versus 5-2 Dream Killers. My Team Stinks is 2-5. Who do you have in this one and why?
This one is tough, to be honest with you, because I do think that my team sucks with Aaron Rodgers back, with Marshawn Lynch, with Jeffrey healthy, with Mark Ingram. I really like them. And like I told you, I'm concerned with the Dream Killers. I really am. I'm actually picking the upset here, and I'm going to go with My Team Stinks. My Team Stinks in Pops because I'm a little bit nervous. I want Lewis. Lewis knows I picked him to make the playoffs, so I'm not hating him. But I need him to show me it now because I'm getting scared a little bit.
I agree with you. This is one of my upsets as well. I think My Team Stinks is going to pull it off. It's simply because he's got his guy back, and they're going to put up points. And yeah, to your point, we've been seeing kind of a little bit of concern with the Dream Killers in their lineup, and this is kind of are you worth the playoff team that we keep saying you are? And if you can win this one, I think we can stamp you in and not question this team going forward.
Yep.
The next game we have 2-5 New York Powers going into the 4-3 Dominican Elites. Who do you have in this one?
By the way, do not pick New York Powers because I've noticed every time you pick them, they lose. Every time you pick against them, they win. So I'm just letting you know. On my end here, I'm a little. Here's my biggest conundrum with this game. The New York Powers have right now, as the lineup stands, Tannehill Thursday night, Blunt Thursday night, Gronkowski Thursday night, Landry Thursday night, their kicker Thursday night. That's a lot. And if that's a low-scoring game, the New York Powers, it's funny, they're still not going to be done just because the other team can't score. But that puts them in a big hole.
They're in a bind.
I'm going to go with the Powers, but I'm not going to lie, I am scared.
I'm going with the Elites, man. The Elites are gonna take it, and the reason why, you just named it. That was my biggest that's a lot of Thursday points right there that you need to get in order to secure this game. And Thursday night games typically don't score that many points, so I have to say that the Powers are kind of in a very big conundrum, and I think the Elites are gonna pull it off, and they probably shouldn't. And I'll be honest, this team cannot score. But Thursday night games don't score either. So
something's got to give.
Something's got to give, and I got to go with the Elites just basically because they can get points from other games, and they're not depending all on one game. Simple as that. All right, next game we have Jesus. Can you know what? 5-2 going into Tampa's Empire, 2-5. Who do you have in this one?
I'm actually going to go with the Empire. I think the Empire are onto something here. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm concerned about the Luck-Ty connection. But I love me some Mike Evans. I love me some Chris Johnson. I love me some Jeremy Maclin. On the other side, I love me some Brady.
Oh, yeah. Brady's going to.
But that's it.
Yeah, but.
That's it. That's all that I like on that side. So give me the Empire this week.
I'm in agreement. I think we're starting to see the scales are finally tipping because we've been picking a lot of upsets. And this is another upset of mine. I like the Empire. I think they have really good matchups. The trade came at a perfect time for them to get them out of the funk, and I think it's been rejuvenating them. And even though Andrew Luck has a bad matchup, he's still going to put up 2 touchdowns and get him 20 points. That's the bottom line. Ty is the only concern that I can see on this lineup, but everything else I'm all in favor for. I got to pick the Empire in this one. And then lastly, game of the week, a slightly punty vibe versus Beats by Ray Pick 6, both 4-3. They can put the other one a little bit less in that division. Who do you have?
I'm going to take Beats by Ray Pick 6. I think the matchups are so much better. You look at just slightly punty vibe. You have Latavius Murray against the number 1 run defense in fantasy football. You have Randall Cobb against Denver. Probably Aqib Talib is going to be shadowing Randall Cobb. That's going to take him out the game. You have the Lions defense going against Kansas City. the Kansas City doesn't turn the ball over. That's the problem. They don't score, but they don't turn the ball over. So to me, that doesn't help them. On the other side, I really like the matchups. I really like Keenan Allen against Baltimore. I really like Larry Fitzgerald going against Cleveland. I'm on the opposite of you. I really like Lamar Miller against New England. And I really love Chris Ivory against Oakland. And I love the Rams against San Francisco offense. The matchups are so beautiful on one side. I'm going to go with which I think you would agree would probably be considered an upset. And I'm going to say, give me Beats by Ray.
Yeah, I'm going to take the upset as well. You named a lot of those facts. It's really the matchups that are just so much more favorable for Beats by Ray. And I think they're going to be able to pull this win off. Anthony's not in trouble. I don't think he's in trouble. I think he is a very good, solid lineup, and I think he made a very good trade at the right time. It's just unfortunate he's got the matchup problem.
But here's the thing.
That's what it is.
But here's the thing, and I know we have a short amount of minutes left, but Anthony then, after this game, he plays the Powers. The Powers score points. They may not have the wins, but they score points. So how crucial is this game for Anthony?
It is. This is. I would say it's in the same realm as what we would put the
Elites game?
The Elites game, yeah. And not even the Elites game as well, but also Dream Killers game. This is a prove me test. If he can win this game, I think it would prove to both of us that he's a playoff team, and we won't question a slightly punty vibe ever again. So, all right, we do have a few minutes left. I want to quickly go through in or out as far as playoffs, what we think, because there is a lot of teams and a lot of shifting going on, and we feel like there's a lot of teams in the West that are going to be losing this week that are on the top. So I'm going to go down the list and rattle them off. I want your analysis only, sir. We're going to start with the East, with the top guy, a slightly punty vibe, in or out, and why?
A slightly punty vibe is going to be out.
Out. Okay, why?
Only because I don't think Latavius Murray is going to be able to carry them. Cam Newton, while he's a great NFL quarterback, he hasn't been great fantasy. He's been good. Hasn't been great. I'm a little bit concerned. And you brought this up on our Sport and Debate show, Stephen Jesus show. Just go check it out.
Yep.
DeAndre Hopkins has come a little bit down to earth recently.
Yeah.
And that where a lot of his points came from. And again, this team doesn't score a lot.
Yep. All right, next one. Beats by Ray, pick 6, 4-3, in or out?
Out. Again, they don't have the consistency. They don't have a quarterback right now. Colin Kaepernick, Peyton Manning, I don't like either of them.
All right. Dominican Elites, in or out?
Out. They don't score.
All right. Next one. New York Powers, in or out?
Of course I'm taking the Powers. I still think that they're the best team in the division. And I've said that from the beginning, and I will go down with the ship. And I'm not saying that because that's my team, but I really think that they're the best. That I'm the best team in the division. And if you disagree with me, I give you a chance.
You could put a run together. If you score 120 points, you could make a run. And I can't put you out just yet. You know what I mean? And again, any of these teams you cannot put out as well. You know, we're not limiting it to 4. So if you think they can make it and make a run, you'll put them in. I would agree with you. I think they're still in for now. My team sucks. In or out?
They're out also because I just think that the injury to Arian Foster devastated them, and I don't think they can bounce back from them. Their receivers are really bad. Their receivers are really, really bad. They're out.
McPoon Handlers Go Engines in the West, 6-1. In or out?
They're in. They're the best team in the league right now.
All right. Dream Killers, 5-2. In or out?
I think Adrian Peterson turns it around, and I got them in.
All right. Wonderful. Jesus, can you know what? In or out?
I think they're out. I really do. I really think that Tom Brady's doing the best he can. But unless Odell Beckham could get some help on the other side so they don't double cover him, I don't see it.
All right. Tampa's Empire, in or out?
Tampa Empire, I think, are going to go on a run, and I think the Tampa's Empire make it.
All right. And then lastly, Zimmerman Illuminati, in or out?
They're out. Unfortunately, they have already 6 losses. They're not going to be able to run the table, which is what I think they would need to do to get in.
All right. There you have it, guys. There's our in or out.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Jeff, the Dominican Elites, I'm tired of everybody saying I'm just a bad guy.
No. They're out. They can't be in there. They can't score enough points. When you're averaging 80 points a game, you don't deserve to be in the dance. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to be in. And that's all I got to say.
That's our show. Stay safe. Be safe. We out. Best of luck to everyone. Peace.